from the Lone Star State in Houston, Texas. Nighttime baseball from beautiful Minute Maid Park. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Houston Astros. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And now we'll look at Mike Scioscia's lineup for the visiting Halos. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, the wind is blowing in today, so you're not going to see a lot of long drives. Focus on hitting the ball on a line and on the ground to score your runs today.
Dallas Keuchel, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
Cole Calhoun strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Gomez. He's got it one away. Stepping in, Andrelton Simmons, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Keuchel sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Correa ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Mike Trout gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long. And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Angels go down 1-2-3. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. And a moment now for a look at A.J. Hinch's Houston Astros. Steve, what's the key for him here tonight?
Well, I think what they need is a little bit more consistency from the middle of that order. They need production with runners in scoring position.
Garrett Richards, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
Jose Altuve is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Here's George Springer. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
That's inside. 2-0. In there, 2-1.
And even though that's a strike, that's a good take. You want to be looking one pitch, one spot. So don't go swinging at that one. That was nasty.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Calhoun, still ranging back. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Carlos Correa gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in at second base with a first-inning double.
Well, you know, it's never too late to get a first-inning rally started. This one's going to find the gap for 2 bases. So now at least to give your cleanup guy a shot to maybe drive in that first run of the game.
Into the box, Colby Rasmus, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1.
All of a sudden, you got to be careful now with the cleanup guy up there with a runner in scoring position. He could be in danger of giving up that first run after all.
Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. An inning in the books, no score on the show. Albert Pujols makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
Didn't have a whole lot of choice there on 2-0. He had to go after him. You know, but when you leave that ball out over the plate, this can be the result. You know, that's what being patient and waiting for your pitch will get you.
C.J. Cron is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, one thing you're taught at an early age, when you see a pitch coming in tight, do not open yourself up. You got to turn your back into it to protect yourself. This will still hurt, but it could have been worse.
Coming to the plate now, Yunel Escobar. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But this will land out there just foul. Keuchel pauses. Here it is on 0-2. Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
Well, I think this is going to wind up working pretty much like a sacrifice, but I don't think that's what he had in mind. This wasn't a show early and make sure you get it down kind of a bunt. He was trying to beat that one out, but a good throw is going to take care of him.
Stepping into the box, Craig Gentry. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Left side. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. In to score, the runner from third. And Rasmus has thrown him out at home plate.
Well, the runner from third winds up just walking home on the base hit here, but they try to wave the second runner in, and a good throw is going to wind up nailing him at home plate.
And the runner back safely. And again a throw, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Into the box now, Carlos Perez. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Oh, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
Now a snap move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Runners on the move for second. Hit out towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Batting ninth, second baseman,
Johnny GIAVOTELLA gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Looking to minimize the damage here. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Angels lead at 1-0 here in inning number 2. Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. He'll go to Correa for the force, and that ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Angels 1 and the Astros 0. Carlos Gomez will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second.
Carlos Gomez.
First pitch on its way. Hey now.
1-0.
On the ground near home. Foul ball, however, strike 1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Hot shot on the ground is short. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting 6th, designated hitter,
Evan Gattis steps in. He'll get his first shot at it here. Into the windup and the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out.
Boy, he just dominated that at-bat right there. You want to see a power pitcher go right through a guy? This is a 3-pitch see you later right here. Have a seat.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Swing and a little tapper. Throw over to PUJOLS at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Cole Calhoun will get a second crack at it here. He's flied out to lead off the ball game. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8.
Leading off for the Angels,
Carlos Perez will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. Just short, hit hard. Correa is there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
now batting.
Johnny GIAVOTELLA stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Hit on the ground toward the left. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. Cole Calhoun will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Swing and a looper to left. Coming in is Rasmus. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Boy, not only was that pitch bearing in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone, but somehow he manages to steer it into left field for a base hit.
0-1 count and the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. On the ground up the middle. And a gorgeous flip to second, and with that, the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no error. Luis Valbuena will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Gentry is there, and that's not the way you want to start the bottom of the 8th. 1 pitch, 1 gone. Coming to the plate now, John Singleton. He flew out in his last at-bat. Line to the right side, and call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. Jason Castro ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step. Oh,
and this goes right past him. The throw to 3rd. But too late, and he's safe at 3rd. So we've got runners at the corners here, 1 away, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Houston Street will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away.
Houston Street.
Jose Altuve will be the first to greet him here as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And up at the plate now, he's really in the driver's seat. I don't think they want to walk him, so this should be something good.
Throw will be too late at first. It'll be an infield single as the run comes in to score. Digging in to try it again, George Springer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And they start him out away with a called strike. Strike 2.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
This won't be a night that he's going to file away and look back with good memories. He's taken the caller here, 0 for 5 now, and he hasn't seen the ball well tonight at all.
Here's Carlos Correa now. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Street's ready. 0-2 pitch on its way. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, as this is now a 7-run ball game. In now, Colby Rasmus. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Gentry on the move. And the inning is over. So it's 4 runs on just 3 base hits, 1 error, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Astros 8 and the Angels 1. Set to start the 9th now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our presentation of Major League Baseball on the show. Mike Trout will come forward now, trying to stave off elimination as he'll get the first crack at things here in their half of the 9th.
It's so hard to believe that everything they've worked for all season long comes down now to these final 3 outs.
Striding in, Albert Pujols. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Left side of the infield into the shift. Throw on to first is in time, and the Angels are now down to their final out. C.J. Cron will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Swing and a ground ball. This could do it. And start the celebration. The Astros are off to the ALCS.
Well, you know, their work is not done yet, but they've done what they needed to do up to this point. And they take care of business here to punch their ticket to the ALCS.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around game for him here. You'll see on the line score, 4 hits, including that big home run. You'd have to say he was instrumental in leading these guys to the victory.